Hello YouTube! Got a bigger video coming for you today. We're gonna do a video of my entire knife collection. So let's get this started off because it's gonna take a while because I didn't even realize I had this many knives now that I have them all out and had to round them up from everywhere in the house. And this isn't even all of them. I still have a few cheapies around here in some drawer, bag or somewhere. Alright, so let's start off with, we've got two that are in these awesome Kershaw bags that I got at the Kershaw warehouse sale. Anyway, can't be talking too much about these, so I'm just going to kind of rip through them. Alright, first one we got is the Spyderco Cat in G10. And then Spyderco Endura purple. Love that knife. Paramilitary 2. Definitely one of the favorites. So buttery smooth. The original Delica that I found at a Goodwill. Someone's name like melted in. It's all beat up. I found it at Goodwill for a few bucks, so well worth it. Right, the Leatherman C303. Got this back in the day. Can't even find any of these anymore. I also had another Leatherman knife like this, but it had a plastic black handle and it didn't have the carabiner bottle opener thing. But I used it. That was my daily carry for a long time while I was a kid, and so the detent got all worn out. And instead of just taking it over and having it get a replacement or something, I decided to destroy it for some reason. I don't really remember why. Alright, next pocket here. Alright, Victorinox Cadet. You guys all know what these are. Awesome little knife. Dang slip joints down here. I want to get more slip joints. I don't have nearly enough. Alright, we have the I believe this is the Mini Trapper from Case. I just love the blue on this. It's awesome. Woo! Love that thing. Don't carry that nearly enough though. Alright, we have cheap Winchester knife. I put a wave on, but it doesn't really work with that. It's more of an experiment. I actually carried this for quite a while because at college, I was allowed to carry knives at college, but if for some reason one of the security guys wanted to take something, it wouldn't be something too expensive. But it's actually, for a super cheap knife that's on plastic washers, I mean, this thing is extremely smooth and actually locks up really good. So it's actually a decent knife, just has crappy steel. Alright. Second knife I ever owned. Got this at Boy Scout camp. It's a Winchester lockback knife thing. Put this little lanyard on there because I was so crafty. Just beat it. So yeah, there's that one. Have a Skyline with the bead blasted finish and silver pocket clip, and this is a blemished one. A lot of these are blemished ones where it just has something slightly wrong with it. I don't know if you can even see this one. It's that little line right under the H. So I made it super cheap at the factory sale. Then the next year, I went and got this Skyline with the stonewash blade and the black pocket clip, and I like this one much more. Alright. Then we have the Kershaw Amplitude 3.5, I believe. Yeah. Cool little knife. It's really interesting design. Nothing in that one. Ooh, here we got a gem. Victorinox Huntsman. I believe, yes, the Huntsman. This is actually my first knife ever. I got when I was 8 years old. I think I was 8. Yeah, I want to say I was, no, I was 11? I don't know. I think I might have been 11. It's not very sharp. But yeah, I carried this thing quite a bit through Boy Scouts. It's had a ton of use. Oh yeah. So, got that one. And, you have the Kershaw Chill with the custom black and yellow handles that I made myself. I want to make some more handles, and I also polished it all up and polished the pocket clip. I want to make more handles, but man, it's a lot of work. Kind of messed the lock up slightly when I was doing everything. It was a really fun little project I did one day. Made it out of paper micarta. And then I have a just plain old Kershaw Chill. I might change the handles out on this one. It's just a nice one to experiment with because it's super cheap and it's really easy to put handles on it. There's nothing crazy about it. One that probably people have been eyeing a little bit if you know much about knives, the Microtech Ultratech. I had to pick one of these up before they you couldn't find this version anymore because the stupid tri-grip ones, I hate those. I think they look awful. I hate them. Really do. Those ones, such a hard button though, especially when you're putting it back in, it's so hard to do. And then Lightning OTF in black and yellow. These guys are fun. I've had this for quite a while and it's still going strong. The steel is not the best out there, but it takes an edge and it holds it fine as far as all those cheaper Chinese knives go. Alright, so we got that one done. And now we have this one, which I want to say that I'm not just a massive Kershaw fan. I like all knives, but and Kershaw is definitely not my favorite company out there, but I do like their knives, and since I live really close to the factory, I can go to the factory sale and get them for really, really cheap. So I do have a lot of Kershaws, but I don't only collect Kershaws or anything. I have the Knockout with the olive drab handles. Almost all the Kershaws I have are blemished models, or ones that I got at the sale that weren't blemished but were still there for 75% off. Alright, next I have the Nura 3.5. I love the Nura 3.5 and the 3.0, which I'll be showing you next. Love these guys. They're so cool, and on ball bearings too. Alright, and as promised, the Nura 3.0. I like the 3.5 better, but this one is also excellent. So many knives. You never quite realize how many knives you have until you bring them all out onto a table and kind of worried the table's going to break. We have the Kershaw Link. That's it. The one that they make extremely obvious where it's made because it has the flag there. It's model number 1776 and it has Made in the USA stamped right on it. Just went all out with the USA on that knife. I just really like the handles on this one. That gray is awesome. And the blade shape is really nice too. Next we have a really cheap knife I got. This is I believe it's like the Kershaw Freefall or something like that. This is the Walmart version of it, so it's the super cheap version that's not spring assisted and has the like 3CR13 MOV steel and doesn't flip out. It will never do it no matter what method you do. It sucks. But it was at the sale for like $2. So I was like, man, if I ever need a knife just to completely destroy and beat on, like, this is it. Because I mean, it'll hold up to some abuse. It just sucks as far as a knife goes. But it does have a deep carry pocket clip, which I do love. Alright. What do we got next? Alright, we got the Kershaw Emerson line, which I believe all the ones in here are Kershaw. Yes, all the ones in here are Kershaws. So we have the 4K with the tan handles. Well, tan handle scale. Great little knife. Carry that one quite a bit. And then we have its big brother here, the 4K XL, which is big. I mean, that's a big beefy knife. Man, that's ridiculous. I don't carry this one quite as much just because it's pretty heavy, but I do like it quite a bit, and I do carry it semi-often. I have certain knives I carry a lot, and then I just kind of flip through all these. They all make it into the rotation at some point. There's none that I don't carry. Like I was carrying the Microtech today, so it's not even like any more Safe Queens. This one is my 6K trainer. Yeah, the trainer. But you might be thinking, whoa, I've seen the trainer, and it has a blue handle scale. How do you have a black one? Well, thank you for asking. Because I, as far as I know, am the only one with a blue-handled 6K Kershaw Emerson knife. I switched out the blades on these guys because I still kind of wanted a trainer, but I mainly wanted this just so I could have that blue scale on there. And it makes me like the knife so much more because it's blue, and I'm the only one that I know of that has this. So, yeah. I'm pretty special. Okay. Wow, we are already 14 minutes into this, and we're not even halfway there. That's awesome. Long video. Okay. I have the Kershaw Leak with the tan handles, black blade. It's blemished, but I have no idea how because everything's fine on it. I think the lock might have been it. The lock gets a little bit sticky, but I don't even like the lock anyway, so it doesn't matter. This is the Leak that I got at the sale that is, every once in a while you'll see one in the little bins that are a non-blem. As you can see, there's no X's on the blade. But it's still, for that price, they'll just throw a couple in. So I scored. So I only paid like $20, I think. Yeah, they always have the leaks for 20, yeah, 20. And then I have the dark blue or navy blue black wash leak, which is awesome. I haven't actually seen these anywhere. I think this is the one that I hadn't seen anywhere, so it's really cool. It's a blem. Love it. Pocket clip. Okay. Next, nothing in there. Okay. So we have the shuffle with the white handle. Awesome. It's a good little knife. And they come in a lot of different handle colors and stuff. It's cool. I like it. Next we have the shallot, which in my opinion is, I don't really like this knife. I like it, but it's kind of boring. Just the same look, and I don't know. It doesn't cut the best either. But I do like it. I do carry it, and I like it. Next, we have the Blur that I de-assisted, and this is the S30V. Funny enough, I have 3 Blurs. I'm going to show you the other 2, but none of them are in the regular 14C28N steel. But it's just so smooth. I love it. Probably going to de-assist these other 2 at some point. I just haven't gotten around to it. We have the navy blue with the black wash. Of course it's a blem. Not paying full price for these, come on. Great knife, I love that one. The coloration on that's super cool, but not as cool as the next one. The purple. Although I kind of want to switch out the blades with the last one onto this one. The black wash recurve, that'd be super cool. We have the purple one here. I like this one. Actually, usually goes on a little display stand in my room. And it's on display with the next knife that's also on its own display stand. But it's not a Kershaw display stand. It's a zero tolerance display stand. Because we have the 0561, as you can see, which is also a blem. So I got this for nice and cheap because I'm not paying full price for this, that's for sure. But I do love this knife. But that's all the bags, so now I'll just have to start grabbing them off the table. As you can see, I do actually use my knives. There's some nastiness on there. Woo! Sorry about that, just smacked you. Let's go with this one. The Frank B Stiletto Switchblade with the red marble plastic handles. Awesome knife. Such a long video. Kershaw. What is this? The Tremor. Kershaw Tremor. Picked this up at a gun show. It's one of the first knives that I got when I really got into different knives. Carried it for quite a while too. It's pretty big though, so I had to get something smaller. Alright, got that one. And speaking of big knives, Cold Steel Voyager Tanto XL, or Tanto, don't yell at me. Love this knife. I actually carry this one quite a bit, just, I don't know, kind of for fun. Like if someone's got like a little string hanging off their shirt, I'll be like, hey, let me get that for you. And then, oh yeah, I'll get that. Bam! Yeah, it's fun. Supposed to be over there. Victorinox, I still have in the box. This one was only $9.99 at a Boy Scout camporee thing, so I picked it up and I just left it in the box because I'm not carrying this thing. I might give it to my kid when I have a kid eventually. If I ever have a boy that enters into the Boy Scouts, I'll probably give it to him. Anyway, it's a secretary with the Boy Scout symbol on there. So that's super cool. And these are running like 20 bucks, so I picked it up. I kind of wished I would have picked up 2 or 3. Could have resold them and made a little bit of money. Let's do... Alright, so I got some cheap knives coming up here. Here's a super cheap one. This is from my friend's company, some branded stuff with that awesome super tactical blade. Figured I'd throw that out there. Thanks, Craig. And a knockoff Swiss Army knife. I also have a couple of these laying around in bags and stuff somewhere, just other brands of knockoff ones. I think I got this for my birthday one time. I don't know, I've used it quite a lot at Boy Scout stuff back in the day. Then a knife that my dad found and gave to me, an old K-bar slip joint that's missing a blade, and the other 2 are totally messed up. Couple of beat up old slip joints my girlfriend gave me that she found at an estate sale. A really cool Kershaw, old school Kershaw that my dad found at an estate sale and gave me for Christmas one year. This thing's super thick, but it's this lockback, and I looked it up, and they're like a limited run of lockbacks that were made in Italy. And it's actually worth a decent amount. It's just a big beefy knife. It makes a kind of funny noise. Yeah, listen to it. Like that spring, it's very unique. But it was sitting in this sheath for a long time. As you can tell, it kind of transferred onto there. Be surprised if many people are still watching this. The Schrade Old Timer 55th anniversary set with these 2. I got this for like 10 bucks or something, so I was like, hey, why not? It just sits on a shelf. But it's cool. I like it. Don't really ever use them, but still like them. Multi-tools now. So this is my dad's multi-tool, and I totally swiped it from him when I was a kid. Maybe I should give that back. I think he said he didn't want it. It's just a knockoff Leatherman, essentially. But yeah, it's nothing really special about it. I have the Leatherman Charge. I had a Charge that was really cool, and it was like a special edition that was only for Costco. And it came in a set with that other Leatherman knife that I'd shown you, but someone stole it from me at Boy Scout camp back when I was like 16. Totally swiped it, man. Whatever happened to a scout is trustworthy? Come on. But I got this guy to replace it. I love this thing. I actually EDC'd this for quite a few years. But then I started carrying so much other crap that I had to move. That's a Charge AL, by the way. The 154 CM blade on it right there. But then after I got tired of lugging that guy around, Then this is my new main one. I still carry that every once in a while. It usually stays in the car though. I carry this guy, the Juice S2, which is excellent. I love it. It's got that real interesting blade on there. And then I got my keychain knife, little Leatherman style. All right. Next, we're moving into fixed blades. Boom. I have my K-Bar zombie thingy that I got for like $10, and I ground it down and was trying to put a handle on it, but it kept looking sucky, so I just ground off the finish and got this cool dual tone on it with the burnt looking handles and all that, because zombies and stuff, and I hate that zombie thing. Next, we'll do the CRKT Minimalist. I've carried this guy quite a bit. Love it. It's awesome. Right now I have it set up for belt carry. I switch between belt carry and neck knife carry with it. The Kershaw Dune. Yes, the Dune. I have not carried this one once, but I got it and I do like it, and it looks really cool sitting on a shelf. So I probably should carry this one. I might have actually carried it one day for like a couple hours and then switched it off. It's just kind of long. I don't know. I might carry it like in a boot sometime. That'd be more of a boot knife in my opinion. I don't really wear boots too often, let alone with knives in them. Next I have the Kershaw, I believe it's like the Secret Agent is what they call it. It's just a dagger. I keep it in the car in that little pocket on the back of the passenger seat. So if anyone like comes up to my window and is like, yo, give me all your money, I'll be like, yeah, here, let me grab it. Boom! I'd probably just give them the money. But yeah, it makes me feel cool having it there, so I keep it there. I guess I can kind of just say whatever I want because I'm pretty sure that no one is watching at this point. We have the Diskin Hunter from Kershaw. This is a great knife. I actually really, really like this one. It feels so good in the hand, and I love Matt Diskin's designs. They're just awesome. And this G10 is super grippy. I really, really like this knife. It's highly, highly recommended by yours truly. Great knife. I don't really like the sheath too much. I might get a Kydex sheath made for it, but that's an awesome knife. My dad gave me for Christmas this year. He found this guy at a vintage store. It's a bayonet from Vietnam. Oh, it's pretty cool. I'm not like a super big bayonet guy, but I have another one I'm about to show you. So, yeah, it's super cool. I like it. All right. There we go. Okay, I put that on there to tie it to my leg and all that jazz. We have a Russian bayonet here. It's the whatever they're called. There's the Russian, I don't know, was it the, I think it's an AK-47 bayonet, I believe. They're the ones you can find like everywhere. It was kind of messed up, and so I tried to reprofile the edge, and I totally messed up the tip. So yeah, that's when I first started getting into sharpening. Messed up quite a few knives trying to sharpen them. I wish I wouldn't have used the nicer knives too. This is kind of a piece of crap, so I can not really care, but Yeah, I messed up some of the nicer knives learning how to sharpen, but hey, it's all part of the process. We have a really cheap Fury tactical knife, and it did not come with like serrations. It came with like literally a saw blade edge, and it was the stupidest thing ever. I don't really know why I bought this one. I just bought a bunch of knives at a gun show, and I was like, hey, why not spend 20 bucks on it? Stupid decision. So I tried to reprofile it and didn't really work out, and then I haven't done anything for a few years, but yeah. So I got that I have to live with, and like the sheath broke right there, and yeah. All right. Believe these are the last two knives. They are stuck together right now. So we have the Mora Companion heavy duty, I believe. Yeah, it's the heavy duty. Got that thicker blade on there. I do love these Moras. This is the only one I have. I'm planning on getting a few Mora, because they're just great knives and they're so cheap. This is like $13. I love it. I've used it quite a bit, and you can get it super, super sharp really easily. So if you suck at sharpening, get some of those. Next we have the Big Mama Jamma, the Ontario Arttac 2. This thing is pretty hardcore. It's pretty crazy. Chop down some trees with this bad boy. Oh yeah. The handle's excellent. Man, I love this guy. Yeah, I actually had another Arttac 2 and Mora, but I was headed out to go on a date with a girl. She was pretty, and I had sharpened them up, and I was running late for the date, and I always kept these in the truck. So I was running out, and I went to go put them in the truck, and I put them like on top of the truck while I was putting someone else in there, and I totally forgot to grab them. So they flew off the truck, and there goes like 140 bucks. So I had to rebuy both of them. So that's why there's not a whole ton of use on this. Yeah, that was a sad day. The date was still fun though, until I found out that they had flown off mid-date, and she did not understand why I was so upset. Not dating her anymore. I think that's everything. I don't think there's any other knives around here, but yeah, I do love knives, and as you can see, I do spend a lot of money on knives, have a lot of them. And I'm gonna have a lot more videos, knife videos coming soon. I've been saving up for a bigger purchase lately, so that's why you haven't seen many knife videos, but I will be getting that knife shortly, and I will do an unboxing of it, and you will all be super duper jealous. My camera is about to die. It says I have 4 minutes left, so see you guys. If you actually stayed and watched this whole thing, give me a comment below and let me know, because I doubt that anyone even did. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, guys. Have a great day.